Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Smash or Pass, episode 3. Today we're going to talk about 90s icons.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and that is Adam.
My name is Adam.
Ooh,
That is true.
Whoop, that's Moses. Mo, where are you going? Say hi, Mo. Hi. You're the star of the show. Yeah.
He's like, why does he
Like,
keep shoving
I
this
know.
thing in my
Why is this in my face? It's not food. This is bullshit.
Do you want cheese? You want broccoli? Broccoli.
So this will be our third round of the Smash or Pass series. If you didn't know, basically we're going to go through 10 different cars and let you know whether we would smash them, smash the buy button. We want that car. It's awesome.
Awesome sauce!
Obviously, it's a reference to some other things that you smash, but we're not talking about that because we're a family-oriented channel.
Mother of God, it's all toilet sounds.
Or the other side of it is we're going to pass. No, thank you. We are not interested in this car because, well, it's ugly or it's too expensive or whatever.
Welcome to All Things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
So we're going to tell you our thoughts and opinions.
Generally, it's a price thing.
Generally, it's price. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's ugly. Real quick before we get into it, if you'd like to support us, please like, share, and subscribe. And go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car, including a lot of the ones that we're showing today. You can also get a custom quote from us by emailing us sales@normalguysupercar.com. If there's something that's not listed on our website that you want, we can probably get it if it's a brand we carry. And also, we can generally get you a better deal by doing that. But if you don't want to do that, you can also use the code NGS10 on our website, and that will knock off 10% almost everything we sell. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Smash or pass. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, God, stop it. Stop it.
Oh, I wanted to.
No.
All right, we're starting off with an absolute 90s icon. So, yeah, I got to get my phone out so I can actually
Is it
see
the Viper?
We are doing a 1994 Dodge Viper RT10. It is bright frickin' red with a black leather interior. And crazy thing is, it's only got 2,538 miles. If you didn't know, as a child in 1992, when they first came with the Viper, that was like it for me. I wanted that so bad. I thought it was the most incredible, badass car ever made. 8 liters, oh my God, V10, oh my God, side pipes, I was losing my mind.
I must have been a really lame child because I never thought these things looked good.
Oh, I just loved it.
Even as a kid, I was like that.
Oh man, and like the terrible, what are now terrible, the 3-spoke
were
wheels.
always terrible.
The 3-spoke wheels are so bad. Huge tires that had like 345s from the factory or something like that. Amazing, horrible cars. They're, as an adult now, I look at them and I'm like, oh my God, they're so bad.
So this side profile picture, it looks
With
like
the roof, it's terrible.
It's terrible even without the roof. But it looks like they were like building it, and like, oh shit, it's too tall. Just make it flat. Don't put any curve to it.
So here I'll show you another thing that's straight up Dodge. Look at the gap around those headlights.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
There's not a single Viper on Earth whose clamshell fits properly.
To be fair,
It's a big clamshell.
clamshells are notoriously difficult because they are so
Well,
flimsy.
yeah, it's a huge one.
yeah, and I think it was probably fiberglass back then. Fiberglass isn't the.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it was fiberglass. It may not be. I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm an idiot in the comments. But
The spec on this is perfect. $64,950.
pass.
I'm gonna smash the hell out of it.
I
You know
just-
why? I'm gonna smash it because even though it might be a little bit pricey, the low, ridiculously low miles, amazing condition. I mean, this thing's immaculate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worth a shitload. It's just gonna keep going up. You hold on to
It's
that
just
car.
not my thing. Like I'm not saying that it's overpriced. I'm not saying that
Oh, it's not my thing either, but
it's
I'd buy that,
I
hold
don't-
on to it for 5 years, and make 20 grand.
I don't feel it, but I mean, I'm not knocking anybody who drives it. I bet you it's a hoot if you have a death wish.
Yeah. Don't roll this. You will die. So next up, sticking with my childhood, we're going to go to a 1998 Dodge Viper GTS. So admittedly, the RT10s are horrible. The GTSs are much better, in my opinion. And I think they look better too.
Oh,
Like
this looks way better.
coupe-
I actually like the way this looks.
The coupe styling on it with the nice sloped rear.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a more proper, well thought out car.
Yeah, so it's no secret I'm not a huge fan of convertibles. I don't understand
I
them.
hate convertibles.
They add weight. I know people argue, oh, they don't add as much weight as they used to. Doesn't matter. They still add weight. You lose rigidity, blah, blah, blah. People can hate me. That's fine. Tons of people already do. I am a coupe fan. I know it's not as visceral. John, I'm looking at you. The John that I'm talking to will know.
He knows. He'll
knows.
send you a text in a minute.
But the interior looks more normal.
More refined. A little bit.
Well,
Um,
come on.
It's not refined. These
come
early
on.
Vipers are pretty terrible.
Let's
admittedly.
not. This thing is in fantastic shape. Look
No,
at
it's
the
absolutely-
seats.
Yeah, everything looks like it's in
The
top
paint,
shape.
from what I can tell, I mean, it's hard to tell paint.
Not
in
that many
pictures.
miles.
Which is
34,664.
Drive your cars, people.
This one though, a little bit more expensive. $79,888. I'm still gonna smash.
Yeah, I'll smash.
I'm gonna
this one.
smash.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel
like this
again,
one.
I feel like this is gonna hold its value. And
This is, you remember a couple of days ago in the video how I said I hate GM, but I would still own a Corvette?
right, I hate Dodge.
But I'd still own these Viper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a cool car. It's a good looking car. I genuinely think
And I
it's
bet
a
it's
good-looking
just
car.
a blast to drive.
And look at all the room in the engine bay.
Yeah,
It's
right?
easy to work on. It's an American V10.
So much room for activities.
The wheel gap is still
I know.
not
I want to change
great.
the wheels, get some more modern wheels on it.
Well,
Probably
the
modern
gap,
brakes.
though.
The only other thing is, I hate the sound of the Viper V10 when it's got the side pipes. It just does not sound right. When you do the GTS and you got the exhaust coming out the center and the back. Sounds much better. Of the two, the 94 RT10 or this one, I'd rather have this one from a, like, I want it perspective, but I almost rather have the RT10 from a, it's going to be worth more in the future perspective as an investment. But cars are not investments.
I don't buy cars for investments. I
They're-
drive them to. I buy them to drive them.
1990 Porsche 944
Cabriolet.
Cabriolet.
Dan and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
When we were deciding on
We
vehicles.
pulled this up and
He
so-
hates it.
I don't like the 944s. I just don't.
I don't like them in the Cabriolet.
Especially as a cabriolet.
But this thing is a fantastic example of it. I mean, this thing is clean.
We were going through the pictures, and it is almost flawless. Like,
Yeah,
it is-
from what we can tell. Pictures,
yeah. Obviously, it's pictures.
Yeah. It looks like the back seat behind the driver's side has a little damage to it, which is really weird that the seats that are used probably never have damage to it. But
There's like it looks like some of the leather's just kind of pulled out.
that
That's
is
it.
like
That's
the
it.
only fault on the car. The rest of it is super clean.
Yeah,
And if it
it's
weren't a Cabriolet, I would smash.
54,362 miles, bright red, black interior. It's got the 3-liter 4-cylinder, which we were saying is
That's another thing.
it's a big ass
Okay.
4-liter or 4-cylinder.
So the ad reads that it has a huge engine in it or something along those
Yeah,
lines,
like-
like monster engine or
Yeah,
something.
no, it says Porsche, check. Soft top, check. Big motor, manual gearbox and sports seats, check, check, and check.
Okay, so the big motor, yes, 3 liters is big for 4-cylinder, it's still 4-cylinder.
It cranks out a whopping 208 horsepower.
Yeah.
$26,999, so 27 grand. Here's my take on it. I am gonna pass because I just
Cabriolet.
Cabriolet 944. I don't want either of those things ever. If you're on the market for one,
This is a great
this is
example.
it. This is it.
Yeah.
Generally, people should smash. I'm going to pass.
So I like that idea. So personally, I would pass because it's a 4-cylinder Cabriolet. But if you're okay with those two things, this is a good
this
example.
is it.
It's
this is
clean.
the one you want.
Yeah.
And it's reasonably
it's
low.
clean in the pictures.
Low miles.
Yeah.
54,000 miles.
Which is sad that it only has 54,000
for
miles.
1990.
Yeah, I know.
mean-
Drive your cars, people. Come on.
Yeah.
'Cause
So we were
it's-
looking through, and this one just stood out because we're like, "Holy wing!" And then
Yeah.
we're like, "Let's
This-
read about this thing."
This picture of the wing
Yeah,
is
the wing is just
ridiculous. It's
insane.
like they were like, oh, it's not tall enough, so they hacked
Yeah,
it
yeah,
off
they-
and they added what looks like some sheet metal or something
yeah, they just took some scaffolding
and
and
riveted it up a little bit higher.
I admit, I was like, I love this car, I love this car. And all of a sudden I swipe over and I get to the picture of the exhaust. And I thought, what the f? Who put this giant dong trash can sitting out like the dead center? You ruined it. You had such a cool car. It was all race car, everything, and then you're like, here's a big
It looks
dick
like they're
sticking out.
good.
I get that, like, it's probably super efficient because it all just comes
Well,
right to the
there's
center.
a picture of it underneath where it's literally attached to the turbo.
Oh yeah,
so,
no,
I mean,
it is. The turbo literally
yeah.
just goes dump straight out.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire exhaust is just headers, collector, turbo, dump.
Yeah.
This is like a full-on street legal race car.
Yeah.
White exterior, black leather seats. Supposedly only 4,383 miles. I think that's not
Yes,
accurate.
yeah.
It's probably because it was race car. They probably
Yeah.
swapped out gauges or something. So
Putting fuel in this thing is going to be a bitch, though.
yeah,
Look
you
at
got the big fuel
yeah,
cell
it's got,
dead center.
It's got the weird. I
Yeah,
wonder
the-
if that's for a standard fuel cap right there.
Oh, I bet it. No, it sticks out the hood. This thing's
as
been
well.
totally souped up in 1995 by GAS Motorsports, Gas Motorsports. They apparently restored it after it had been sitting in a warehouse for 10 years. I mean, this thing is
It's a race car.
it's done to the nine. This is badass. $145,000.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pass on this for a couple of reasons. The price.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's street legal. Why is it street legal?
Yeah, it's
That would be
it's basically
absolutely
a race
miserable.
car.
That would be
Oh,
absolutely miserable.
driving this on
the
the.
road.
I would drive my wife once in it, and she'd be like, "I'm never riding that car
Yeah,
again."
I hate this.
She'd be like, "This is terrible."
And then on the track,
It's too expensive. 718 GT4. You could probably find one used for about that same
Yeah.
price. I would much
and
rather
you could
try
drive it on the street
Yeah, you could take it on. You could drive it to the track in comfort.
and then drive it,
Drive on the track. Go pick up your wife and take her out to dinner.
and she wouldn't complain about it.
Yeah, this thing you would not want to drive it to the track.
It's
You'd be like,
just-
my back hurts.
Yeah.
You get to the track, you're like, yay! Don't crash because it's really expensive. And then you drive home, you're like, ow!
No, you're towing this to and from the track.
Yeah, I'm a pass, but it's badass.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
It's cool as hell.
If you have that kind of money.
All right, we got the 964 Porsche 911 Turbo with 70,853 miles, silver exterior, black leather seats, 3.6 liter 6-cylinder turbo, 5-speed manual, and this is beautiful.
It is.
I absolutely love these cars. The 964s are
I'm
fantastic.
happy at how many miles it has on it.
They're driving it.
Yeah.
And it's a collector's car. I mean, the 964 turbos.
Not with that many miles on it, though.
No, but like they are collectible. They can be.
This is the kind of car I would buy because I wouldn't be worried about ruining. Not that I,
I mean,
am
you're gonna be able to
ever
get parts
ruined
for
about
it. The good news,
Yeah.
it's gonna be easy to work on.
It looks older than it is too.
Yeah, no one's gonna realize it's a '94. To me, this has the absolute iconic Porsche 911 look.
Yeah.
When I grew up
It's got
thinking
a
of
thick old booty.
yeah, the big ass fender sticking out, this giant whale tail on it. I love
The
this car.
interior's in really good shape.
Yeah,
too.
the interior looks like it's
I
perfect.
like the big dials for everything.
Yeah, I want this car, and then I read the price. $299,999. $300,000 for a 70,000 mile 964 turbo.
I'm gonna have to pass.
They're smoking crack.
Everyone who is someone is lining up to smoke crack.
A lot of it,
I mean,
like Charlie Sheen levels crack.
this is like my wife said I had to get rid of the car, so I'm just gonna throw it out there
Yeah.
at some crazy price, and no one's
Nobody's
gonna buy
buying it, honey.
I don't know.
I'm
The market's really soft right now. Pass, hard pass.
Yeah,
No. Hard pass.
It's too bad.
unfortunately.
Too bad, yeah. So we put this on there for one particular reason, which is, so it's a
To
1997,
show how badass Porsches are.
97 911 Carrera 4S. It's not the turbo. So it's 964 still, blue with beige, 3.6 liter, 6-cylinder, non-turbo, 6-speed manual gearbox, 255,673 miles. A 250,000 miles on this sucker.
Let me see a Ferrari with that many miles.
There
on
are
it.
actually. There's some out there.
I'm sure they exist.
There's a couple of these out there with over 200.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were rentals.
Oh.
They got beat to shit. I'm sure they went through like 2 or 3 gearboxes, but whatever. The pictures on this are not real super high res, but
No,
it's,
and unfortunately there's not very many of them, which is kind of unfortunate because
Yeah.
I would like to see
I do
what
like
the
the
condition
blue.
of the paint is.
yeah, the blue looks great.
Oh, I love that shade blue.
I'm not a super big tan, but the tan looks good with that blue.
Yeah. And the interior, from the few pictures there are, looks to be in fantastic
Right.
shape. I'm curious if this was just meticulously maintained,
Yeah,
or if
there's
the dude had
very
it
little
redone.
details on it, but it says no accidents.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just
all right.
wanted to include it because 254,000.
Well, and here's the
miles.
craziest part about that, right? $21,117.
If I had $21,000 laying around, I would go buy it because
mean,
a
that is-
250,000-mile 911 would be awesome.
My worry is like you're gonna have to do some serious maintenance to like get it to be good, but holy
Maybe not.
crap, maybe
I don't
not.
know.
I don't like. There's no way that if the bushings have been replaced, there's stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
those are
not-
wearable
right,
items,
No, that's what I'm
though.
saying. There's a lot of
Yeah.
wear parts that are gonna be worn.
I thought you were talking. Like,
No, and like I would want to know the history. Like, has it had an engine rebuild? Because 250,000 miles.
There's a 996 out there that has over 250,000 miles on it. The only thing they've had to do is replace the turbos.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
like-
because turbos spin so damn
Sure,
fast.
but here's the thing. Well, so if you bought this for 21 grand, put another couple grand into it,
You're
maybe
still coming out
You're
ahead.
still really cheap. And let's say you do pull out the engine and rebuild it, you got a brand new engine in a 911 4S,
Yeah.
and you're probably only going to spend 5 grand rebuilding the engine because Porsche parts are cheap and they're ready available.
And it's an air cooled.
Yeah, so I'm a smash.
Oh, yeah.
smash,
absolutely.
smash, smash.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
smash.
want this thing.
Everyone's doing their part. Are you?
For
It'd
sure.
be fun as hell.
This thing is badass.
Yeah.
So
All
this
right.
next one is a perfect example of what you don't spend your money on.
We were going through trying to find other 90s icons, and we thought we have to include a Lamborghini because
Lamborghini.
And we came across this, and we're like, oh, and then you look at it, and you're like, wait,
The price.
the price doesn't make sense. Something doesn't look right. And then you start going through the picture, and it's like, oh, this is a 1998 Lamborghini Diablo VT replica.
So look at the rear wheel arch.
They're terrible.
It looks like it's not perfectly like oval or circular. Like,
It's like they're hand cutting it.
and did a terrible job on it.
Front of the car is too far forward. It's too long in the back.
It's
The
got
dimensions are just off.
it's got like Carrera GT.
Oh, look at! I didn't even notice they put a little window over
Yeah.
there. Oh,
But
that's so cute.
from the side angle like this, to me that screams Carrera GT.
Got an LS in it, so it's not even a proper V12.
All right. See, more LS all the things.
Yeah, exactly. The LS to all
And
the
a
things.
Porsche gearbox attached to the LS.
Oh, apparently
motor.
you can fit a tall 6'7" person like we care. It was made in 2018, so it's actually pretty new. It's a tube chassis, custom made, so I really trust that. Okay, here's the problem. $98,500. Are you f***ing for real? Like, come on, bro. No one. Who the hell is gonna spend $100 grand on a custom-made replica car?
Not me.
No, this isn't even the world of like, this person is got a brain injury. Something's wrong, right?
TBI.
If you think someone has had a head injury, there are 6 key things you may find.
They first of all were so stupid that they built this thing. Then they like list it for a ridiculous. I mean, if they have that much money in this car, they're an idiot. They should not have more.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm
Dan.
sorry, I
You're
really-
like actually getting mad.
No, I am mad because replicas are stupid. They're the dumbest shit ever. Either buy the real car or don't. And if you're gonna buy a like reproduction, that's different. It's made from the actual specs. So like all these people that go out and buy Shelby Cobras that are like reproductions, they're made according to the actual specifications.
Even that, I'm pretty. On.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that because at least
I don't
it's-
mind it as much as this.
At least
but
it's like
even
the actual
still, it's-
thing. But this is just like a hack job. You don't have a V12 in it. Like if you're gonna do a Lamborghini and it doesn't have the V12, anyway, pass. No. If one of you buys this and sees this video, may God have mercy on your soul.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So the car that we were actually looking for was something more like this. This is a 1992 Lamborghini Diablo,
In the
proper
best
Diablo.
paint color on a Diablo ever, besides
Bright-
cocaine white.
Bright purple.
Yeah.
No, I want this car. I'll be honest, I really want this car.
Yeah.
Only one problem, it's not originally in this paint. It is a custom paint that was done in Las Vegas. I don't know what paint color it is, but it is bright purple.
I'm not a fan of the embroidery on the center console.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's like supposed to be like flames or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
know.
It's kind of lame. Best of all, gated manual.
Yep.
And it's only 13,500 miles. It's actually a kilometers car, so it's been imported at some point. But bright, bright purple with the black wheels. I mean, yeah, this just screams Lamborghini to me. $190,000.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy it, even though I think it's overpriced because it's not a VT. If it was a VT, it'd be cheap. I don't like that it's been repainted just because, well, I'll put it this way. I would buy it pending inspection because I really want to look over it. Like if they did a really good job on the paint job.
Yeah, like did they paint the inside of the trunk?
Right, yeah, did they get the
engine
inside of the,
bay?
yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a right way and a wrong way to paint a
like
car.
did they take it apart and actually paint the panels, or they just
doing Mako?
Yeah, exactly. So if they did it right, I'm smashing the hell out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So we had, of course, include a Ferrari and 90s icons. The trick is, we concluded that the Testarossa isn't technically a 90s car. It was made in the 80s, although they did make it all the way through the 90s. But somewhere in the 90s, around like 95 or 94, it technically became the 512TR. So we could have shown that, but those are really rare. So anyway, we skipped the Testarossa and went with something more
355.
attainable, a Ferrari 355. It is a F355 Spider in yellow. It's the Gallo Modena, which is
I love this yellow.
it is a fantastic color. Gated manual, hell yes.
I'm not sure what they were doing with the interior when they spec'd this thing.
Yeah, the interior's got a very unusual spec. The inserts of the seats is like a yellowish. I think it was supposed to be yellow. It looks kind of tan.
But even then, why would you do yellow like that?
I'm not digging that. 18,022 miles, supposedly clean car, all that other stuff. We don't know the condition of the major. It doesn't say. When they don't say it, you probably got to assume that it needs a major, at least soon.
Yeah.
So you're going to buy this car and immediately have to spend probably $6,000 to $12,000. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, 20 grand. Here's the only other thing. The 355s have really exploded in value in the last year. Like,
That's because they're gorgeous.
they are. They're fantastic cars. Here's the weird part. The Spiders have not. For some reason, the
Because
GTSs...
people are sane and they don't
Right.
like
The
convertibles.
Berlinettas and the GTSs are way up. Spiders are not as far up. So this one, 129,900 miles with 18,000 miles. So the price is, I mean, I don't want a Spider, therefore I would pass. The price, according to the market right now, is still a bit high, I think. In my opinion, I would want this for like 110.
Wow, you think it's 20 grand over?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Depending on the major. If it's already recently serviced and everything's ready to rock and roll, okay, 120.
So it depends on the status of the major then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Majors, status dependent. It's still 10 minimum. I want 10,000 off. So if they came down to 120, I'm a smash. If they didn't, no, thank you.
I'm passing. Just because I'm not
Spider.
I'm not into convertibles.
All right, last car.
Which one?
Best for last.
Oh, the
1990
Mondial.
Ferrari Mondial T Cabriolet in cocaine white with a tan interior.
They didn't actually call it cocaine white, did they?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, if
I think would have.
yeah.
Well, just, you know, everything in the 90s,
yeah.
80s.
No, I know.
Starting in the 80s with the like Testarossa.
I could definitely see Lamborghini being like, "F you, we're gonna call it cocaine white."
Right. No, it's not. I cannot find anything at all wrong with this car. It is flawless.
Yeah.
Credits where credit is due. A flawless Mondial. If you're looking for a Mondial. And I will say, if you're gonna get a Mondial, you probably want the Mondial T, because now at least it's got the 348 engine. Although, that means now you're gonna have to do engine outs. So do you really want a engine out car on a Mondial? Because they really don't hold value for crap. So 33,218 supposedly original miles, 5-speed gated. It's basically a 4-seat 348.
I don't think it's that great looking of a car.
I despise the look of this car. I think they
It's
look
like-
terrible.
The vents on the side
Yeah, it was like,
look like they went to AutoZone.
well, it's
into
like
the
yeah,
customize your
we're
car
gonna do the
section.
Testarossa events, but only little ones.
To me, it just looks like an afterthought. Like
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh crap, we forgot the vents."
It's funny is when you look at it straight on from the back, you're like, oh, that's sexy. I think the back of it's got a proper look. $69,900.
nice.
I'm gonna pass just because
Yeah, pass for sure.
I just
It's a convertible.
convertible four
It's
seat,
not great looking.
not a desirable Ferrari. Now, is that a reasonable price
You
for?
always go to 4 seats.
Yeah, I don't want a 4-seat Ferrari ever.
I just don't understand that. Maybe because I have a 911 and they all have 4 seats. I don't know.
Not on a Ferrari.
I just don't. They're so small you can't use them anyway. They're more of like a package
Right, so
space
why even put them there?
to put stuff.
Put a shelf. I've got a shelf.
You don't have a shit. You have.
I can fit a backpack. I'm a pass. I don't like the
Pass.
Mondials. I think it's priced reasonable for that condition of a Mondial T.
If you really want to get into a Ferrari and you are a fan of making bad financial decisions,
buy this car.
this is the car
Oh yeah,
for you.
you will lose your ass on this car
Because you're also
Guaranteed.
going to have to do the major on it.
This is the money fit car. This is it. All right, Mo, which car do you want the most? I want the food and the leaves. Give me a leaf. Oh, get the stretches. Yeah. All right, guys, let us know in the comments below, did we smash and pass on the right cars? And also, let us know what should we do for the next smash or pass. Maybe we should do the 80s cars. Maybe we should do, I don't know, Lamborghinis only. Let us know in the comments below and we'll try and do that for smash or pass number 4. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate that when you guys do it. It helps out this channel tremendously. So thank you so much to all of you that are doing that. And of course, please go visit NormalGuysSupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car. And if there's something that you want that we don't have on the website, email us sales@normalguyssupercar.com and we can try and get you hooked up with a good deal if it's something we can get through one of our manufacturers. We're going to be doing a lot more car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned.
I don't really have any 90s specific outro.
Yeah, what was in the 90s?
It's going to be something.
It's going to be something.